Hey everybody, how's it going? Mike from the Focus Garage here, and in today's video we are back in the BeamNG Proving Grounds track, and we are going to be trying it again, but this time with some K vehicles. So you can see here we've got this little small truck. This is known as a Pigeon, and comes in a 3-wheel or a 4-wheel configuration, and for the purpose of this video we are going to be leaving it totally stock, at least in this first run here. If you check the bottom of the screen in the middle, I do have a distance counter now so we can see how far we go before these vehicles fail out on us. And without any further ado, let's just jump right into it. It's manual trans, it doesn't make a lot of power, and we're off to the races with the Pigeon here. It is pretty brutally slow. And you can see we've got the distance counter working for us now. Because of the small wheels and tires, I don't know how I feel about longevity on this thing. I feel like it has not a lot of tolerance before these big jumps break stuff on it. But we'll see. If you guys are enjoying these series, definitely drop a like and let me know in the comments down below. If you are looking for some other type of driving videos in this game, definitely let me know. I'm down to do track stuff, off-roading, crawling stuff, drifting stuff, towing videos, whatever. But I do always find these little, how long to failure videos very fun and interesting to make, because it's just as unknown for me as it is for you guys watching it there. This could last longer than I think. It could be a one lap and done type thing here. There's really only one way to find out, and it's just to go for it with it. I think you can probably, oh yeah, get a nice, nice little slide going there. That's too funny. Definitely lost control of it because, I'll just blame my own driver error on that one. Small thing, wants to slide easily with a short wheelbase. Let's see how it goes through the dips here. Look at that. Doesn't make a lot of power, so it doesn't make a lot of power, so I do think that is going to kind of work in its favor, that most of the jumps and stuff that we'll be doing, it won't be having a lot of speed to kind of smash it into the ground. But again, those extremely small tires, I feel, may work against it as it comes crashing into the ground. Just nothing that would really soak up the bumps. It's geared extremely long. You shift it a second early, it just bogs in third. Here we go, we're chugging along. First little jump there, bouncing around. And as always, I will slow it down for you guys here before it crashes into the ground. I don't know how many times slower it needs to go because it's not really going that fast to begin with. Oh yeah. Look at that. Just holding together there. Steering's already getting a little out of whack there. Not bad, not bad. I mean, we'll keep sending it. I think actually it survived that pretty well. Oh, oil starvation. That's not good. This thing's really funny too. Once you get in a little drift, it just kind of keeps sliding and doesn't make enough power to get the wheel speed up to steer it out with the throttle. So you really got to be careful when this thing starts to slide. Oil starvation is not great though, so I don't have high hopes for this thing making it much farther already. It sucks that it couldn't really survive a little drop like that there, but I don't know, we'll see. Whoa, that is violent. A lot of times these vehicles kind of jump off that and they'll bounce and you'll feel everything kind of get absorbed. This thing just pretty much hits the ground and slams out. Alright, get a little drifting going on there. It looks like the oil's oil starvation, but we're doing okay. Oh, that's so bad. Holy cow. Engine is starved of oil again. So I never saw that we hurt the oil pan or damaged the oil pan, so I'm not sure what keeps starving it of oil. Maybe it's just the drops from these falls. I'm not really sure. There we go. We're going. Back window's been shattered. The front end's pretty messed up. Oh! Alright, so we got a lap in, and the lap's about 1.8 miles, so now we know that for reference when we try and do these again. I'm always going to have that odometer up there, though, so that way we can kind of... Oh, we lost one of the roof lights, and it's... The steering has been pushed up into the frame and fender on the front side there. Oh, that's awful. Look at that. This is going to be interesting to keep steering there. Oh, no. Oh, the steering linkage has broken. Yep, I have the wheel turned all the way to the left here, and you can see that jump broke the steering linkage. We're gonna see how far we can make it, but I can't even turn left. Can't even get out of the sand. That's it. This thing made it all of 2 miles before the steering literally split in half on us. Looks like we can still control the left side wheel there, but that's it. Oh, hold on. All right. Keep this thing going. And there, oh, look at that. Okay, so it looks kind of like you guys don't want to see me just go 1 mile an hour bouncing off walls and stuff and getting stuck in the sand. I mean, again, this thing's so small and tiny, I'm not going to pull it around with the node grabber. We'll call this one done here. 2.1 miles. We got the little K vehicle kaputs. So the next thing we wanted to try, like I said, I'm going to try this video with the small things. That was the Pigeon. We've got the Widgeon here. And the neat thing about this, same thing, there is a 4-wheel and a 3-wheel configuration. This comes with something called the pond skipper configuration, which is almost reminiscent of a side-by-side to me. So we'll get this one back here at the starting line, and we'll show you guys kind of what the pond skipper can do. All right. Took a second for me, but it was no time for you guys at all. We are back here at the starting line with this little Widgeon here. It is pretty much like a mini side-by-side K vehicle thing. And same thing. We're starting at the starting line. 0 on the trip meter there, and we're going to hit it. All right. My only fear with this thing is it does have the same kind of short wheelbase and small wheels and tires. Oh, man. Oh, man. Oh, man. And I think that may be kind of hurtful to it in the long term, but we will see here. So my biggest question is, will it make it farther than the 2.1 miles that we were just able to do with the little truck there? And if this one kaputs easy on us, one thing I do want to try is you can actually slap a turbocharger on this drivetrain, I believe. And I think this would be hilarious with a lot of power. So if this doesn't last long, we'll come back at it with even more power. See, this stuff's easy with the long travel suspension and the little knobby tires. Oh, also, I forgot to show you, it's got flip-up headlights. Got little, like, fart cannons tucked up above the axle there in the rear. It's interesting, that's for sure. Yeah, look at that. Okay, that's not so bad. It can rip it through this here. And again, these spinners, I don't think they work with the new update. I asked if anybody has gotten these working, and I have not seen that yet. So I'm not sure if that's, I just need to update this map or there's not an update for it yet. But that'll add a new level of complexity when we get those spinners working again. So hopefully they do update this map and we get those working with the latest version of Beam here. This feels like a little more powerful than the pickup truck. Not a whole ton, but again, I'm not quite sure what to expect. All right, as always, we'll slow it down. I would like to see this long travel suspension kind of do its thing. All right, not bad, not bad. Handled it pretty well. Looks like we've already collapsed. Oh, yeah, we have collapsed the suspension on the one side there. One thing I do want to do is, obviously, put those lights on, because flip-up headlights. And that's another neat thing about the game. You have fully working signals that you can do and lights. It's very neat. Excuse me, driving through the course there while I turn the turn signals on and off, you know. I don't know about this one. It's like a little bit easier to drive, a little bit more speed, but I just feel like same thing. This is just one bad fall away from... Oh, okay. The front... Oh! Front end suspension's taking a beating from those jumps there. This is also a really goofy looking vehicle, so I'd love to just drive it into the wall and watch everything kind of collapse off the body there. I love the little solid rear axle bouncing around there. Tap Revelman a little bit. Look at this. See, it was meant for like these kind of like dirt stages, almost like a motocross track. Then when you get to the pavement, it's not the biggest fan. Yeah, we're moving now through this stuff. Not bad, not bad. Engine's good. Steering is pulling a little bit, but nothing crazy. Woo! Okay. Oh, that's what I'm looking for. As we clip that, it looks like I don't know if that's how it's supposed to open or that's how the body comes together, but okay, okay, come on, come on. as the steering becomes more compromised and we lose suspension travel, it becomes a little bit more unwieldy to drive. It looks like there's a hydraulic shock in the front there, so I believe that is meant to open. But now that we have frame damage, I don't think that's ever going to close again. But let's give it a try here. I'm bouncing around some stuff. Alright, so this is about where we lost the pickup truck last time, the Pigeon. And we're just going to surpass that with no problems here. Look at that. Just cruising along. This is an interesting one. See, like, this is one of these things where I do find kind of the more oddball vehicles a little bit more fun to do. Sure, we can take just these regular civilian cars and rip them around out here, but it's way more fun to see kind of this oddball stuff that was never really designed to work in like a all types of proving grounds track, and just see how it holds up there. This is doing pretty well though. It's a little bit better than expected, truthfully. I thought we were going to kind of have the same demise of the truck there, of just, you know, having limited wheel tire size, not really picking up the bumps for us, but we're cruising along here. We're cruising along. No engine damage at all, which is really nice considering the front of it's smacked onto the ground a few times. I think that's due to the fact that this probably has skid plates in the front. Oh, no, there is no skid plate. It's pretty exposed. Oh! And I tried to show you under the vehicle, and that's what we deal with. Maybe it's just... Here, hang on there. Yeah, look, it's all out there. It's just very tucked back. So, like, you're sitting on the engine here. And I think that's probably one of the reasons why it's a little bit better for wear, is that it's not dangling over the front bumper of the vehicle there. It's really tucked up and away from the impact zones when you crash this thing. Wow, this thing. Not doing so hot. It's pulling to the left so well that I hardly need to turn the steering wheel to, look at this. Yeah, it's not easy to maneuver right now. It's pulling to the left so hard that that's just where it wants to go. The wheels can't really turn to the right because they're jammed against the fender there. So you kind of got to, you know, steer with the throttle a little bit, kick the rear end out around these turns, and counter steer just to keep the thing going straight. Like right now, I'm not even turning, and it's just, yeah, going to the left. Bad, but we've just eclipsed 3 miles and we're about to finish our second lap, which is, again, better than I expected this thing to be doing. There we go again. I'd love to see that roof just kind of latch itself closed on a big enough impact, but I don't see that happening. Look at this. What a champ. Our temps are good. We're not leaking any fluids yet. Yeah, as you can see how compromised the front of that is there. There's no suspension left. There's limited steering left. And now it doesn't want to turn left. Interesting. That would lead me to believe that our steering is kind of doing its... Yeah, now it's like very hard to turn left all of a sudden. I'm thinking the steering is kind of on its own, or we're about to lose... Oh! That's it. Due to the lack of front suspension, we drove into the rocks and damaged everything. We broke the drive shaft, broke the engine, cracked the oil pan, and now we are killing dolphins because we're leaking oil into the water. And that was it for that one there. Wow. So 3.6 miles. It made it a whole nother lap more than the pickup truck did. And due to having no front suspension, that engine that I thought was protected beached itself on one of those rocks. That is funny. Now, before we close out the video, I did tell you guys that I wanted to smack a turbo on this guy here and just kind of hoon it around for a little bit, so I'll show you. Looks like you've got, oh my god, 550cc inline 3 engine, which cannot put a turbo on, but you can cram a 4-cylinder in there, a 1300cc 4-cylinder. Oh my gosh. So let's see. Again, this is what I wanted to show you guys, kind of the in-depthness of the customization menus here. So, you know, we're going to go ahead and just beef everything up a little bit. We'll do some heavy-duty engine mounts, race ECU, individual throttle body. So it looks like I cannot boost it, but we've got ITBs on it, performance block that'll add some power, race oil pan, and we'll do a inline, high performance inline 4 radiator. And can I do a better transmission? A race 5-speed. Is there any customization with the exhaust at all? Oh, we could throw a spoiler on it. Oh yes, please. Absolutely necessary. Absolutely. No exhaust, any muffler choices, none of that. Alright, so this now has a inline 4. That's hilarious. The short wheelbase makes this thing so hard to control. I mean, obviously this wouldn't be good for trying to do this track, but let's see just if we wanted to fly across them here at higher speeds than before. Yeah, look at this. The rollover risk is much higher now that you've got this inline 4. Just a burnout machine. Alright. I do want to hit that big jump, though, with this 4-cylinder, so I'll kind of baby it over there. We'll catch you guys at the jump. Alright, we are by the jump, and we're going to hit it. So before we were not hitting the jump with much speed. Now we've got this high revving inline 4-cylinder. 75, 80 miles an hour off this thing. Oh, yeah. Alright, and here's how we're going to close the video out. We are just going to send this thing into the ground here, sideways at 80 miles an hour, hoping that we can get a nice little barrel roll. Oh, yeah. And that is why you don't want to overpower a small vehicle like this with a big engine. We are toasted. So just to show you, kind of, vehicle is starved of oil because we're laying on its side. That's funny. The tires will still turn, so we can kind of get some little movement going around there. Let's see. Yeah, so we're starting to smoke out the exhaust. There's no oil going where it needs to go. You can see there, really just a nice little crowd. Nice little cloud, rather. Sorry, I want to pop this motor, so we'll just kind of see how long it can slam off red line on its side. Since the one wheel is still turning, the other one's jammed, we're actually in gear here, and we're not just free revving, so there's a load on the engine. See the coolant's getting warm. Wow. It may be quite some time. So, never mind. I guess that's what I get for picking a high-performance motor. It's meant to take that kind of abuse there. We won't even close that one out like that. But yeah, that's what happens when you stuff a 4-cylinder into this little bitty K car. That's going to close it out for this one. I hope you guys enjoyed watching these small vehicles go around the Proving Grounds track. This is Mike from the Focus Garage, and I will catch you in the next video.